Hello, I'm coming to you today with a collections haul from July Collections. I've been a little bit anxious about putting up videos and I keep recording videos and then not putting them up because I think the lighting's too bad or whatever. So I'm just going to put this one up and force myself to be confident. So, anyway, today I've got, I think it's 4 collections, maybe 5. I've got Paige Evans Adventurous. I've got Chamel Reasons to Smile. There's also Vicky Boutin Bold and Bright. And I've also got a bit of B. Valiant Sketchbook. So I'll start with that one because I've hardly got anything from that. I've got these lovely alpha thickers that are so nice. I nearly didn't buy these, but I follow the Best of Both Worlds kit, and so Chamel put them on the kit list, and actually in person they are so nice. I absolutely adore pastel colours, and the gold in them just complements them really well. Lemons, I absolutely love lemons. I love things that have fruit on, and this lovely yellow plaid at the back makes me think of picnic blankets. So it looks like such a nice summery pattern. Then there's this one that has all the little cutter parts. I love that swan pattern with the florals. I love the kind of mix of kind of vintagey um kind of vibe. It almost feels a bit Maggie Holmes to me. I love it. And that earth I absolutely love. And this lovely delicate floral pattern on the back. B. Valiant stuff sometimes kind of makes me think of Maggie Holmes mixed with Jen Hadfield. I don't know if I've quite got that right, but that's kind of what it makes me think of at the moment. So yeah, only a few of those, but hopefully we'll get more in the future. Then I've got, yeah, Vicky Boutin, Bold and Bright. Some really lovely colours in this collection. Just, oh my goodness, they are so eye-catching and lovely. Also, I love Vicky Boutin for her mixed media style pages because I am not very good at mixed media. And so I do quite like it if it's already got the a kind of mixed media pattern in the paper. This one is my absolute favourite. I adore it. I love the little splatters that look like kind of paint splatters. I love things that kind of look a bit like they're an accidental mess because I think it makes it look really natural. And I love that this one has an under kind of pattern of writing, a lovely kind of ombre pink stripe at the back as well with a heart border at the top. Amazing. I love it. Might need to get more. This spinning wheel swan, which reminds me of the umbrellas from a previous collection. I also do have a little bit of a thing for kind of patterns that are a bit mathematical, so that makes me happy. This one I really like. I found it a little bit unusual with the thick stripes and the way that they overlap so you can see how the colours mix. Reminds me of highlighters. Love a wreath, although I'm not brilliant at using them. I've seen a few good examples that I intend to kind of get inspiration from. Very lovely purple flower fields there. It kind of reminds me of like putting a stencil on. This one, oh my goodness, I love how bold and bright it is. Literally, the name of the collection. I think it's one called Mixed Greens or something like that. And then these spots on the back, which kind of made me think of a board game, but also of Monsters Inc. Tiny Bubbles, I think this one is called. Sorry that you can't see it entirely. I thought this one would be really good for putting the photo there and having those bubbles as a nice frame over them. A really lovely, fun, spotty pattern on the back as well, with those really nice kind of overlapping, they look like bingo dabbers. And again, remind me of that highlighter paper. This gorgeous specialty paper is just so bright and lovely. I love the little gold splashes with that really bright yellow. I think I get a piece of paper now to really show the full effect, and it just looks absolutely stunning. I don't know what I will use it for because I love the entire thing, and the thought of cutting that up or something absolutely breaks my heart, but I'm sure I will find a good use for it. Maybe I'll just have to back it with the white card and frame it. The sticker book for Bold and Bright. Some really cute little stickers there. I love those little butterflies, that trio of butterflies. I have been wanting a Vicky B sticker book for a while because I like that she does pages that are kind of like all one color or two colors, because I feel like that kind of helps bulk up your if you're running low on a particular color, it's quite good for adding some ephemera stickers or whatever for that particular color. And a lovely black and white one as well. I love having that. So here, as you can see, green and blue, lovely mix of different things on there, like little tabs, and butterflies, words, so orange and yellow, pinks and purples, sort of a hint of red, I guess. I love little things like moths and stuff like that. I know that some people don't like bugs on collections, but I really love it. It's just really different. And I love that purple flower. That's so lovely in a little frame. And some lovely rainbow words with white background and black background. Yeah, can't wait to use those. And I also love that on this sticker book, she's got this lovely watercolour wash for the back page. So I am definitely going to be using that. I know that 49 and Market are quite good for that, quite good for making their packaging more usable. I know that not everyone will use it because they won't like the thickness or the fact that it's glossy, but I'm quite determined to find a use for them. Next, we've got Paige Evans. Paige Evans is one of my favourite scrapbookers. She is probably one of the first scrapbookers that I saw when I came into the scrapbooking world, and I instantly fell in love. These lovely alpha stickers. I love that you get so many, and they've got a little line in that I was trying to show. But yeah, you get some gold ones and some multicoloured ones. So those are really great. I find them just such a lovely little size. The specialty paper, again, I absolutely love this pattern. It's so, so beautiful. Yeah, just lovely pinks and reds and purples, splashes of yellow and blue, just lots of different colours, and just so vibrant. Again, I don't know what I will use this for. Again, another one that I want to kind of frame, but yeah, we'll see. I suppose probably you could cut apart those, sort of fussy cut some of those. You could probably do that and use them as little acetate embellishments. Probably not what I'll do, but onto the papers. I love this one, this diagonal floral. That's number 23 with this kind of speckledy paint pattern on the back. And I also really love scenes like these where somebody puts a whole scene on a piece of paper, but I also, again, do not know how to use those. I can sort of see some of them, but yeah, I don't know. I really struggle. This one, a really, really cute pattern with lots of different travel things. I think I will use that travel pattern in my Disney album. So I think that'll be good for the travelling pages in particular. Number 8, paper with stamps. I absolutely love anything that's got stamps on it. And a lovely kind of, I don't know how to describe that, apart from, again, a sort of speckledy pattern, dots, and I like that it sort of looks a bit different with white and multicolours. Number 13 paper, I think, like Moonlit Garden, that makes me think of. with some travel words on the back. I love that purple and blue combination. Suitcases, another one that I think I will use for the travel photos from the Disney album. And this lovely pink floral pattern on the back. I really want to use that, but again, might have to be another one where I get more, unless it's in the paper pad, maybe. Can't remember. This lovely big word, adventure. Now that is one that I would actually consider framing. Lovely sky pattern on the back as well. Although Chamel has also put that on the Best of Both Worlds kit, so I'm interested to see if she uses that side, but we'll see. So in the paper pad, they've got cut aparts, a kind of dotty pattern, a floral field, some lovely stripes, the suitcases again, and oh yeah, the floral pattern, so that's fine. And that lovely acetate pattern. I love that turquoise plaid that's kind of a watercolour. It's really nice, that is. And some frames which you could easily fussy cut, kind of pink, like a tile pattern, almost Mediterranean. The scenery, kind of white and blue. Oh, aeroplanes, I really love this one. We didn't travel on aeroplanes, so I don't know. A kind of pinky stripe, some squares that you could easily fussy cut those. And I love that you get all the different patterns. I love that one. That reminds me of like bunting. Flowers, grid papers, some tags. This lovely pattern that has, I don't know how to describe that. But yeah, I love that Paige always includes tons of different florals. I love florals, so I love that all the patterns are very floral, which is probably why I instantly fell in love with Paige's collections and style, because they're just so beautiful. I love that she has ditzy florals, large florals, all sorts. So, oh, and I love that butterfly one as well. The mats, I like that there's a pink map, bit different than anything I've seen before. Some like chevrons, more florals, dots, but they've got some like light and dark pink dots, so you can't see it very well there. I tried to point them out. Like the patchworky one. So as you can see, there's a few that I've already got. So I'm quite pleased to have a couple that I can try some different ideas with. Onto the ephemera and sticker book. Again, Paige Evans has a lot of florals in her sticker books. And I love that in this collection it's kind of a lot of pinks, reds and blues with the kind of gold accent. She's also got that kind of like citrus elements, which, as I say, I love a good bit of fruit. Not loving the whole so much plastic in the sticker books. I don't quite see why they can't just be paper books and why they need all the plastic to individually wrap. Oh well. These bits, I freaked out. I saw these, I thought, oh my goodness, they look amazing. These little kind of like, I tried to get them to focus, but it wasn't having it. Probably the terrible lighting. But those lovely little kind of Polaroid type snaps that look like they've also been stuck up with washi tape. I thought that was really cute and I can't wait to use those. Florals, as I said. Some borders, which are lovely. They've got some of my favourite patterns in there, like the butterflies and that floral pattern that's for the specialty paper as well. The frames, I really love the different frames on that one and all the different things. Like, I love that she's got hot air balloons. I don't know what it is about hot air balloons, but they're so fun. A whole gold kind of page, which is really nice. Some banners or bunting, little words, some alphas. This bit, I love the kind of two-tone or mixed colours for the alphas, but I did not love that some of them, you can't really see it, but some of them were printed slightly off. So actually there's a little bit of white on the sticker part for the alpha. So, not loving that American Crafts, but well, I'm not too fussy. So, and again, that was another thing I just showed there on the back. It had a bit of some of them had a bit of scuffed paper at the back, which I was a bit surprised. Not really had that before, but it is what it is. Sometimes these things happen. So there are mixed ephemera embellishments, whatever you want to call them, in this one. I can never remember the difference between embellishments and ephemera. I don't know. So that one there, some of those down there are vellum ones. There are some, I think, that have a white outline. Yeah, so the ones in the top left are white outline. In the top right, I've got ones that don't have an outline. And I've got vellum ones at the bottom. So yeah, this is the floral ephemera pack. I love that little row of tulips. It's very cute. And yeah, I like that there are lots of the same flowers as on the patterns. It just makes it so easy to match everything up. Yep, so lots of variety of leaves and plants with stems, lemons, just heads of flowers. So there's a lot of mixing and matching that you can do. A good mix of the different types, whether with outline or without, or just the vellum. And yeah, I really like them because I also think that those types of things, I always run out of those quickly, and I think they go really well on any kind of layout. I think you can mix and match those types of flowers with lots of different collections quite easily. These chipboard elements, I really wanted to try these chipboard die cuts, because I don't think I've ever had anything like this before. They were quite thick, so I'm a little bit nervous about using them, but we'll see. I love those little tag things at the beginning, those ones at the top right there. What are they, kind of like hotel keys? We don't really have anything like that over here in the UK, or at least not that I've seen. I haven't travelled in hotels a lot, to be honest. So I don't know, but I haven't ever seen any of those. But I think they're really, really cute in this collection. I love that floral aeroplane as well, and that little row of buildings. The globe as well. Tickets. I love a good ticket, because again, you can just use those types of things on anything. There's tags, and so there's lots of different things here which I quite like. There's the floral bits, there's your kind of objects, different kinds of tags, and some little words, which again I'm quite excited to use, although I'm absolutely terrible at using words. They also have frames, which are quite good, because obviously chipboard frames in particular will be quite good for making shakers for your layouts. So yeah, with them being chipboard, that's quite useful. Yeah, frames and titles, words, I'm quite bad at using. I think because I just haven't got much confidence in using them yet. So, but I don't know why. I think it's also that sometimes with titles and words, I can find them a little bit restrictive, or because they're a set word, you have to remember that you've got them. So I tend to just completely forget what I've got, and I make up a word with the alphas that I have. So that's the lovely, lovely adventurous collection, or well, part of it. I haven't got all of every collection because I do not have the budget for that. So I've saved my favourite one till last, Shimel's Reasons to Smile. I got the thickers this time, because last time when I got main character energy, I did not get the thickers. I regretted it, and then actually, by a coincidence, my scrapbook kit that I had at the time from a group called Mind the Scrap which has now unfortunately closed. It was a lovely group and run by a lovely lady. But I think one of the last kits we had the main character energy phrase stickers in, which I was so happy about. So this time she's got a mix of gold and kind of other colours like white backgrounds and stuff. So those are going to be really interesting. I actually haven't really used any of the main character energy ones yet, so we'll see. Again, it's something that I need to remember to use. This specialty paper that's coming up is an interesting one. I thought from the photos that pattern was all acetate. I thought that it was acetate because of the way that they'd taken the photos, the way it shone, it looked like acetate, but it's actually a kind of glittery or shimmery paper. It's basically like a cut file. So I'm actually really excited to use that, but I can't decide whether to use it as a cut file and back it, or whether to kind of pop it over the top of a background and just stick stuff on top of it, if you see what I mean. So yeah, onto the papers. A lovely wood grain with spots on. Amazing. I love that idea. This one's called Radiate Positivity. Lovely rainbow. Quite bold though, so I don't know exactly how I will use that. Although you can sort of, I guess, treat it like a rainbow stripe. So I suppose it would depend if you really wanted the words. I love this kind of yellowy orange pattern with hearts and like sparkly bits and whatnot. Really different, I feel. This one's called Sweeten Life, full of lovely pies and cakes. I do a lot of baking, so that one will be quite good. And a very fine kind of dotty pattern on the back. A rainbow stripe, which I think, if I remember rightly, it's a little bit, I don't know if I can see properly, it's a little bit wood grainy, which I quite like. I think that was called Rest Often, yeah, because it's got the pillows on the back. And I also have a lot of pictures of my child sleeping, so that will probably be a good one. I think this one is Learn Always. I liked that. My little boy is just approaching time for school, so I'll probably use that on a first day of school layout or something like that. This one I think is one of my favourites, Party Time, with lots of balloons. Again, a lot of birthday photos to scrap, so yeah, that will probably be used for that. This one is called Snap Away. I love a good camera print because you can use that for anything, because obviously we're always taking photos. With a red dot on the back. I think this one is Reach Tall. Again, I quite like, well, I've got into plants actually. Ooh, with a lovely pink wood grain on the back. So I've become a bit of a plant lady. Telltales, a wood grain ledger, and this flower butter sugar pattern, which I think I might use for a Ratatouille layout from Disneyland, because we go to Disneyland Paris, and I don't know if it's the same else in other Disneylands because we haven't been to any other. But there is quite a Ratatouille area, so that'll be quite good for that. But yeah, a few of the same layouts that obviously I've just shown. Some the wood grain element is throughout, which I really love. Although this main character energy was my first kind of Schmel collection. Before that, I had not been around for her previous collections, but I have managed to pick up bits and pieces. And I have noticed that she keeps wood grain throughout. Oh, those little pie chart things. Perfect for the mathematical side of me. Some of these also have glittery bits in, which I quite like. I love things. I'm a bit of a sucker for things that have kind of foil or glittery bits in their paper pads. The 6x12 cardstock stickers. One thing I really love about this collection is it's got stuff that's kind of realistic, if you see what I mean. It embraces the bad days as well as the good days, so it's yeah, for scrapping anything and everything. And I love that because since I've been scrapbooking, I have always tried to take pictures of the bad days, because since being a new mum and everything, I know that you just, I mean, for one, you just can't let bad days ruin everything, but also you need to acknowledge that you're having a bad day. And, I think that helps. I think that will help you feel better. It might not help everyone, but, and I think acknowledging it is a good step. And so I've always tried to take photos of the bad days. And so I love that there are things that will go well. Like, one photo it makes me think of in particular is one that I took recently where I had to have some fillings, and I've never really had fillings before in my teeth. And so I took a picture afterwards when I'd had it done. I was miserable and I look awful, but I just wanted to take that photo just to remind me, and that I got through it. So a lovely sticker book. I love those little gold alphas. She also has a little, you can't really see it, but it's a kind of what is it, like a grid pattern or something like that on the back of the page. I might not use that one, I'm not sure, because it's a bit more plain, so not necessarily my thing, but some people I'm sure will love it. This is the papery pack. So the papery packs have so much in them. I find it a bit overwhelming actually, but I also love them because I feel like I'm getting more for my money's worth. And they have a good mix of things. I think this one has, it has sticker bits. I think those are all the sticker bits up there. I think it has, I'm not sure if this is the one that has washi stuff in, like washi stickers, maybe. It definitely has these kind of thin papery bits, so a lot of those kind of square pieces that I'm picking up there, and those bigger pieces at the back that I'll get to in a moment, a lot of those are kind of quite thin paper, but I think those would be quite good for kind of doing little bits of journaling on and sticking inside envelopes and things. But yeah, you get so much, you get loads of things like tuckies and tags and journal pieces. A lot of them were not, well, I say a lot of them actually, some of them were not quite cut correctly, which is another thing. But I'm not bothered by things like that, but some people I know are. So just to let you know, some of them might not be cut correctly, but it should only impact just a couple. I didn't notice it on loads. I love the variety of things that you get, and I really like that you get a couple of each type of thing. Lots of different words that I will hopefully remember to use. Enough is enough. I love that. So cute. Piece of cake. Some little banner pieces. And yeah, you've got the kind of little icons, the backpack and things. Flowers, the balloons from party time. Yeah, a really lovely pack. And at this point, I just given up on tidying everything away because I was, on the last collection. So let's just shove it over to the side. This one I think was the, oh no, I've forgotten. Tags and Pockets. I think this one. I mean, that's a pocket, so I think it is. Yeah, I love these because I don't think I've ever had any collections yet with things like that in, like envelopes and stuff. I think probably they used to be more common and maybe they fell out because I've heard people talking about them before, but I've always had to make my own. For my wedding scrapbook, which was something that I bought for our wedding day so that people could put um, little messages in envelopes for us. I think I made loads of envelopes. I ended up, so that I made the process a bit easier for myself, I did buy a few mini envelopes, but actually mini envelopes can be quite hard to come by. And I am not a great lover of buying things online because it's convenient, because I like to be able to see things and know what they are and know what they're like. So I think at the time I managed to get some from Paperchase, and then also, yeah, made a load of my own. So I'm really happy to be getting loads of little envelopes and stuff, because it means I don't have to make any myself. And also, I haven't really used any on scrapbook layouts yet. Haven't figured out how to incorporate them, so this will be a really good opportunity too. And I love that there's a really good variety, like that little just kind of slide in pocket, that one with the tie there, envelopes, things that have got, as you saw, there's little card bits that have got I mean, they're not exactly popped up, but kind of bits of ephemera stuck on them. It kind of stresses me out to watch me just putting them over there. At least I put the packaging in between. This is the Icon Ephemera pack. And it's got vellum pieces, and I think they're just normal cardstock pieces. Some are glittery, like that little heart there. And it's got the usual pieces. I love the little coffee cups and the books, the balloons. Oh, a teapot. That's cute. Yeah, the bags, the backpacks, more balloons. Oh, I think that Shimel said that she had done something like 3 of everything so that you can group them in threes. I think. Maybe. Maybe I've got that right. I don't know. Little plants, ice creams, rainbows. So the vellum pieces, again, more balloons and like giant pieces of cake, rainbows and cameras, ice lollies, a little plant, again, another bit that was kind of still stuck in the card. Yeah, it's such a cute collection, and really everyday as well. It can really go with your everyday things. So I'm completely in love. Probably won't get to using it until I'm like 40, which is in like 10 years' time. But no, I'm sure I will find ways to use them. So yeah, I absolutely love all of these collections. They're so beautiful. I haven't got everything from every collection because I don't have the budget for it, but hopefully I will be able to get some more, as each month goes by. Although saying that, there are more collections all the time. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Bye!